In this video, we're going to be talking about why you are not closing deals. And guess what? It's not the market's fault. A lot of us real estate agents, we're out there, we're blaming the market. Buyers are hesitant. There's too much inventory. Tariffs are in play. The economy sucks. Consumer debt is high. Interest rates, blah, 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 blah. Closers are still closing. Do you understand that? They're not superhuman. They're doing things that I'm going to share with you in this video that are helping them close deals, and they're blocking out the outside noise. So in this video, I'm going to share with you what closers are actually doing. Ready for it? Let's get it. So one of the things that we tend to do as salespeople, because remember, nobody is watching us. We already know that. So we are using something called the default excuse. The default excuse is we are starting to blame the market. And sure, we can justify anything in our head. It's always somebody else's fault, right? You get in a fight with your significant other, it's their fault. You're overweight, well, it's my genetics fault. You get the point. I want you to do an inventory of where you were when the market was good. Because top producers, they are doing the things that they need to do when the market's good and when the market's bad. Actually, they may make more money when the market's bad because the competition is less and the cream always rises to the top. So one of the things that you really need to start doing is getting rid of the default excuse and blaming other things outside, because skills will always trump market condition. So we need to start working on those skills. So one of the skills that you need to start working on is really realizing that your schedule equals your income. When is the last time you did some prospecting calls? Yeah, sure, let's blame the market, but let's take an inventory, right? When is the last time you've done some prospecting calls? When is the last time you have time blocked your schedule for follow-ups? The gap isn't the leads. The gap is in the fact that we're not scheduling and structuring our life to become a top producing agent. See, one of the things realtors are really good at, and I know this for a fact, is we're really good at trying to throw money at things because we think it's going to solve our problems. It's not. Our structure, the change in our mindset, what we're going to do on a daily basis is what's going to change your life. So do an inventory on your schedule. What does it look like? Are you even using a calendar? I'm not just talking about appointments. I'm talking about your morning routine, which we will get into in a video because it is really important to capture your morning. I will definitely do a video on that. You will watch it first. If you subscribe, you'll get notified on my videos. And they do bring value, as you know. And that's why you're here and you're watching it. So you might as well hit that button, give me some love. So the other thing that top agents have realized is rejection is simply feedback and not failure. You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest reasons why we stay in bed or we don't get to the money producing activities is there is a fear of rejection. And in sales, that fear is very prominent. Truth be told, I had it too. I had a fear of rejection. I still have a fear of rejection. People always come up to me and say, hey, you're a great public speaker. After I'll do a talk on stage and they'll come in and say, you're so great, I want to do that. Well, I'm still fearful when I go on the stage. But one of these points that we'll talk about, it'll explain why I can overcome the fear. It's coming up, so I don't want to give it away. So when it comes to rejection, when you're avoiding it, you're actually avoiding growth. See, when you tackle the things that you're most afraid of, you will actually grow. And when you grow, you will actually succeed. Because when you do it, it's not as bad as you thought it would be. So instead of tackling our fear, we avoid what we're supposed to do. Top producers tackle their fear. The other thing that we need to tackle as real estate agents is organization. Let's go on the other spectrum. Some of you out there are kick-ass salespeople, have no problem of making calls, don't care about rejection. Rejection is just another no getting closer to the yes. Boom. Love you guys. But some of the things that you might be holding you back to get to the next level is your systems, it's your organization, because someone like that is really good on the phone. But when it comes to like organization, their CRM and paperwork, or even their closet at home, it's all messy. If that's you, give me a like. Because you guys have to also work on the things that you're not good at and trying to delegate it all the time or not doing it at all. You have to learn how to do it first. You got to clean your closet first before you hire somebody else to clean it. So there comes a point in your career where you got to delegate tasks. But if you don't know those tasks and you don't know them inside out, how are you going to delegate it? Because you don't know if that person's doing that right. And now you're relying on somebody else to run your business. That never goes well. So remember, rejection is feedback. So another point that top producers do really, really well, they understand that follow-up is everything. So let's say we muster up enough courage to make our call. And now we get so good at making the first dial, but this is where organization comes in. We have no nurturing campaign for a follow-up. So we're so busy looking for the yeses. Let's say you make 100 dials on a Monday and you get a hold of 10 people and you're doing that every single day, for example, right? Out of those 10 people in this example, you're looking for the one or two that might want to do business with you, because that is the ratio. I did these calls enough times. So at that point, you're so busy looking for the one or two. But remember, out of the 100 dials, you got a hold of 10 people. And let's say out of those 10 people, one or two said yes. 2 said no. 2 said yes, 2 said no. What about the 6 maybes? So top producers are really good at keeping in touch with the maybes, because the follow-up is your currency. Your follow-up is your new first impression. You have to keep following up with the maybes. The money, my friends, is in the maybes. That's one of my favorite sayings. 80% of your deals are going to be done after the 5th conversation. So for all of you that are good at doing the first conversation and you've overcome the fear of rejection and whatnot, now you got to add a level. We always got to level up. So now your business is only going to go so far if you're just making the dials or doing the prospecting and just looking for the yeses, and you just keep nurturing the one or two people that have said yes to you and start. Now you get busy working in your business, showing them houses, going on the listing appointment. I get it. It's a short-term profitable scale, but it's not scaling your business. So you must get good at follow-up. You must get good at nurturing. And the nurturing process is so important, because not only are you going to get more deals on your prospecting when they're strangers, but when strangers become friends, meaning they have done business with you, your same nurturing process, you use that to build a referral community and a repeat business community. None of this happens if we don't get over the first part of being able to get over rejection, stop blaming the market, start taking responsibility, actually going out there and being a savage and making phone calls, getting what you earn instead of earning excuses. That's not going to get us anywhere, man. Man, the hardest thing for me to see is when I'm with real estate agents that are my favorite people because I am them. I understand this game more than I understand anything in life, pretty much. When it comes to business, for sure. The saddest thing to see is agents that can't just help themselves. And the most annoying thing to see after that is when they don't take 100% responsibility and it's always somebody else's fault. Don't do that. Do this, what I'm teaching you. So the next thing I want to talk about is the confidence competence loop. The confidence competence loop, meaning top producing agents are confident, but they weren't always built like that. What helps them become competent is experience. What gets them experience is repetition. Repetition is the mother of all skill. Something done correctly over a period of time, over and over again, will get you a result. And if the result that you're getting is not making you happy, then all you have to do is go back and look at what you're doing over and over again. What's the practice? And then all you need to do is tweak your practice. Maybe tweak your script or tweak your presentation, tweak your follow-up style, and then you A/B test it. After the tweak, does it work better? Is it better? Is it worse? That's how simple this is. So here's what I'm trying to say. Most people wait until they feel ready. But pros just do it and get ready. They say yes and jump. Man, repetition is the mother of all skill. I've said that. Do you start seeing the pattern? Some of you watching this video are the same as those people when I'm on stage and talking to people. And they're like, okay, they're listening intently. I see it in their face. I can't see your face right now. So if you're listening to intently and you're making sense, let me know. Send me a comment, right? But when I'm doing this in person, I can see the reaction. And some of the people are, it starts getting into their brain. But they still don't do it. So what happens is they become really good students. They'll show up, they'll watch a YouTube video, they'll come into the events. But I'd rather you just take one or two things and start implementing. If you just took this video, made notes, and started implementing what I'm sharing, you would be better off than just watching 7, 8, 10 other videos today. That's called overstudying, underdoing. Studying makes us think that we're doing something. And yes, there's a point where you have to study. But time block, don't do it at the point where you should be making your calls. Because then you got to catch yourself. That's your fear of rejection coming in and all that kind of stuff. All right. So I want to leave you with some tactical fixes that I've written down. Okay. That's going to help you today. Okay. So let's go over it. If you aren't making conversations, you can't get to this part. Okay. So what I wrote down is audit your last 10 conversations that you had with prospects. And then you're going to write down why you think they didn't close. Or if they did close, what did you do to help them close? Make that audit. This is called auditing your business. Remember I said, correct things done for a long enough period of time will get you success. Right now you're auditing, are you doing the correct things? So if you analyze your last 10 conversations and things aren't working, now it's okay. Maybe I got to tweak my script. Maybe my unique value proposition needs to be better. If you're dealing with buyers and you're not talking about how you're going to get them deals, well, maybe your unique value proposition sucks. If you're just a new agent or you're experienced agent and you're calling your sphere, for example, and you know your cousin, your friend from high school who's now 35 years old or whatever, his name is Tim, and you're calling Tim and you're saying, hey, Tim, this is Rick. Just wanted to let you know I'm in real estate and your referrals are the best compliment you could give me. Get that weak pow. Get that shit out of here. Don't come in my space. Boom. Just blocking your ball from going in the net, y'all. That's weak garbage. It's going to get swatted into the third row. What? Whack. That's a whack unique value proposition. You need to be calling Tim. Say, yo, Tim, this is Rick, man. I want to catch up with you, but this is a business call. And what I want you to know is I'm in real estate. You might know a whole bunch of real estate agents, but don't worry about all that. I'm working with a awesome team that's getting people deals left, right, and center. I thought about you because I'm coming across real estate deals in this marketplace that are blowing me away. So I just want to know if I sent these deals to you, would you be interested in getting properties under market value? Or would you help me spread the word that Rick's the guy that gets the deal? Hey, take a look at them. Do you mind if I shoot them off to you? Sure, Rick. Hey, Tim, are you in the market for any real estate? No, I'm not. Cool. Is it cool if I keep in touch with you and just keep sending you value? Yeah, man, that's cool. Okay. Hey, by the way, one last question before I let you go, Tim. Do you happen to know anybody in your circle that wants a real estate deal right now and that you want to help out? Guys, that's it. It ain't that complicated. So do an inventory of your last 10 conversations. Now I need you to create, the next thing I want you to do, because I want you to create a 3-step follow-up system. Just 3. All right? It must be done. So you have to have a system. I'm breaking it down just to a 3-step follow-up system. So what happens after the first call? Right? If I use this example about sending the deal with Tim, my follow-up system is really easy. Number 1, I make the phone call. Number 2, I give Tim what he asked for, which is the deals. Then I do a follow-up call on, hey, Tim, did you receive the deal? Just do those 3 things right now. Then you're going to put them in your CRM after he tells you what he tells you. If he's an ongoing person, you got to send him, value stuff for the nurture so you're top of mind. I don't want to confuse you in this video. Just do 3. Have a 3-step follow-up system. You create any one that you like, but you must have a follow-up system. Because when you have a system, it's easy. You are structured. I make my prospect call. I'm not trying so hard to close them anymore. I'm just categorizing. Okay, are they a yes? Are they a no? Are they a maybe? Okay, if they're a maybe, they go into my follow-up system. Ooh, I have a 3-step follow-up system. So all I got to do is ignite these steps. Okay, send the email week 1, make the follow-up call week 2, whatever. That's it. That's all I want you to do. But I don't want you to go study something else. I want you to do it. Do it today. And then I want you to schedule sales training like it's a listing appointment. Would you miss a listing appointment? Hell no, you wouldn't. Okay? You'd be going there friggin' sick as hell. You'd be going to that listing appointment with the flu. You're not missing a listing appointment. You have to be that motivated to not miss sales training. So just like you have to time block working in the business, you have to time block also to work on yourself. For me, the best time to do that is in the morning. Like I said, I'll be making a video about the morning routine, or depending on which order you're watching this. The morning routine is already somewhere here in my channel, so you're welcome. Subscribe, give me a like. Hopefully we brought you some fire today. Stop the excuses. It's not the market's fault. It's our fault. But the cool part is we can always change that. See you on the next one.